Would you like your house refurbished? And would you like the government to pay the bill? Well, unless you're an asylum seeker, I've got some bad news. Because it says that taxpayers have funded a £2.2 million refurbishment of military homes exclusively housing Afghan migrants. And you might be thinking to yourself as well, what the hell is going on? Do you know what I mean? Refurbishing their houses? First of all, giving it to them. They give them the house. That's bad enough. But no. Let's take a step back. Let's go back, 4,000 miles. They bring them over here. That's step one. That's bad. They brought them over here. That's awful. Then they gave them a house. And we were told it was a conspiracy theory. We were told it wasn't happening. Now it turns out it is happening. But not only that, we're spending £2.2 million doing them up. That is insane. And what gets me about this one, right, is that you remember that TV show called DIY SOS? Where you'd have the TV crew basically just go up and down the country, and every week or so would just be a new house that they would renovate. And it would be a real charity case, Some people with some real hardships. Whereas now, fast forward to 2025, and that TV show's gone out the window, and the government's just covertly and secretly just paying for house renovations for Afghan migrants. That is insane. And it says that figures show that there are 903 military homes occupied by Afghan nationals. But it says that the Ministry of Defence, smart fellas, a couple of smart individuals over at that place. Apparently the Ministry of Defence, they admitted that it didn't know the total number of people living in these houses. So what that means, we're renovating homes, and the government doesn't know who's living in them. They know they're Afghan. They know they're migrants. They know they don't speak the language. And they know that they're not British citizens. But yet the government, even without knowing who these people are, the government are still spending our money doing up their houses. And I'm a cheapskate. I've said it before on the channel. I'm not going to lie. I am a cheapskate. I hate spending money. There's a couple things that I could do around my house, I got a new build. As you'll know, this was a couple of years ago, quite a few. But you guys know, new build homes, they're not without their own problem. Most of the time, there's probably more problems with a new build home than you get with one that's already settled. So there's a couple of things that I would like to do. Not major things, but just minor. But still, in this current climate, it just makes sense to save money instead. So, I just threw something on the desk. I'm quite annoyed. It gets you at an emotional level, doesn't it? You sat there wondering what you could do around the house yourself. The missus is probably moaning at you to get some of these renovations done. I know what they're like. They like to tell you to get the renovations done. And you might be like me, you might be trying to save money. But to see these people get it for free really does really gets you on a core level, doesn't it? But if you enjoyed this daily Clown World video, well, like I said, they do like to moan at you about that home renovation, don't they? They like to give you DIY projects. I know what the missus is like. And even when you do it, they say, didn't you see the back of the list? What are you doing? Come on, I left your stuff on the back. But if you enjoyed that video, then make sure you subscribe, because you won't believe what you're going to miss if you don't.
This country has gone crazy.